Dear friends, welcome to our new video. If you are not subscribed the channel, please hit subscribe button and activate the bell button. This video is talking about the best ways to boost your imagination. Think, problem solving, and living with more creativity are all possible. It's simple, and you'll see results immediately after starting to use it. To begin, you must give it a reason to exist. Second, you should work on strengthening your mental abilities. Begin working on both of these tasks immediately to boost your creativity right away. By fostering a creative environment, you will see an increase in your own creative output. Most things you want more of in your life are like this. The power of encouragement cannot be overstated. The question is, how exactly do you encourage people to be creative? The first step is to be aware of it. You'll get more of what you focus on from your subconscious mind. Ignoring creative endeavors sends a message to your subconscious mind that they aren't as important as you might think. To get more creative ideas, make a mental note of when you're feeling particularly inspired and actively seek out new ways of being inspired. Writing down your thoughts is a great way to boost your creativity. Keep a notebook of ideas. Make a habit of writing down all of your ideas and see how many come to mind as soon as you begin. If you don't write down a bad idea, you're more likely to remember it, and your subconscious will begin to work on it, transforming it into something brilliant. As an added bonus, putting creative ideas into action will inspire even more creativity in you. Try something new if you're an artist or writer. If you can save time by taking a different route to work, all the better. Try to get your mind working in ways that are different from what it normally does. Even simply altering your environment can stimulate new ideas. Go on a mountain hike with your partner to inspire more creativity in your love life. If you're a writer, consider writing while perched on a building's roof. Take a notebook to the park and sit by the duck pond if you need new business ideas. When your brain gets stuck in a rut, it's helpful to switch things up with your environment. Exercise your imagination. Creativity training. The best way to boost your creativity is to cultivate creative habits of mind, which can be learned. It's easy to see how a good comedian trains her mind to look for the different angle on things she sees every day. You can do the same with your mind. As an example, keep challenging assumptions until it becomes second nature. Searching for strategies to entice more people into your business? Ask yourself, do I really need more customers? Stop and think about that. Also, finding ways to make more money from current customers or to reduce expenses are suggested by the question. These are likely to inspire even better and potentially more lucrative concepts in the future. Increase your solutions creativity by challenging assumptions. In your commute, stop at random and ask how something you see may tie in with a problem you are working on. If you see a helicopter flying overhead, you might start thinking about a way to keep tabs on your kid's car when you loan it out. Assumption challenging and random presentation are two well-known creative problem-solving techniques. By encouraging your brain to use these strategies on a regular basis, you can significantly improve your creative abilities. Spending time on the couch or in a hammock can be turned into something productive. As an example, consider the following strategy. In other words, creative slacking, new concepts and concepts. In addition to being a great way to unwind, it also helps you come up with new solutions and ideas for problems. To generate new ideas, all you have to do is relax, open your mind, and employ one of the numerous methods available. Creative loafing? My preferred method is one that generates new ideas rather than merely seeks to find a solution to a particular issue. It can be put to good use in any situation. It's nothing more than coming up with new uses for old concepts. There was an advertisement for a company that uses a dog to find mold in your house one time while I was lazing on the couch. Some of you may be aware that dogs can be taught to detect just about anything through proper training. In fact, there was a news story about a dog that could detect cancer a year or two ago. What came to mind first? The question is there anything else that dogs can find by smelling? Dogs were my first thought for finding other pets. So long as they're good at finding missing people, why not do the same with missing pets? The dog only needs a whiff of the cat's favorite rug to get him started on the hunt. An example from creative loafing. There's nothing wrong with randomly musing during downtime, but why not combine creative loafing with an effective strategy for generating new ideas? After that, All you have to do is sit under a tree for hours on end and come up with new and inventive ideas. Start with the essence of the concept and look for new ways to apply it with this new application technique. Think about the pneumatic tubes in a bank's drive-thru that deliver your cash and papers. The core of the system is an air pressure-driven cartridge that disperses contents through a tube. The same concept, in my opinion, would apply to human transportation. Is it possible to travel from one city to the next via the tube, or could this be turned into an amusement park ride? Take a look at all sides of a concept. These tubes, for example, make it possible to serve a large number of customers simultaneously. What other uses do they have for it? It makes me think of a drive-thru at a fast food restaurant. Multiple car lanes can be used even if pneumatic tubes leak drinks. Drive-thru windows at various angles, radiating out like spokes, would allow for 3 distinct lanes of vehicles. Pedal power can now be put to 3 different uses. Magnesium magnets could now have 2 new applications. The theory of natural selection has many applications outside of biology. Can you see how simple it is to generate new concepts? What's the harm in picking up a few more tricks? After that, use them to solve your own personal issues. Make sure you always have a notebook or tape recorder on hand if you're planning on doing any creative loafing. Creating Potential for Transformation is the title of the book. The goal of transformational counseling is to assist the client in making positive changes in his or her life and career. Changing one's life is not the same as transforming one's life. A person's belief or thought about who he thinks he is must be altered or transformed before the transformation can begin. We tend to think that people, places, things, situations, and circumstance determine or influence our lives. And that who we are is merely the accumulation of our past experiences, but this is not the case at all. Instead, our experiences and lives are shaped by the thoughts and beliefs we hold about ourselves. And we are solely responsible for the things we experience and have in life as a result. The power of positive affirmations to transform one's perception of oneself. To help someone transform his or her life, a counselor uses transformational counseling. A person's life can be transformed without their life being changed. A person's belief or thought about who he thinks he is must be altered or transformed before the transformation can begin. While it's common for us to think that our lives are shaped solely by the experiences we've had thus far, this is simply not true. Instead, our experiences and lives are shaped by our thoughts and beliefs, and we are solely responsible for their emergence. It is our actions that validate our thoughts and beliefs about ourselves, which in turn determine our emotions and behavior in the world. To add to that, we believe or think that in life we know who we are, but the truth is, we really don't. Many aspects of our true selves go unnoticed. We spend a lot of time pretending to be someone we're not, and as a result, we don't know who we really are. Because we spend so much of our lives pretending to be someone we're not, becoming fully present to who we really are in life is absolutely essential for transformation. In what is primarily hidden from us, we will discover our self-limiting belief, which controls our lives. Transformation begins with becoming aware of one's hidden thoughts and beliefs that have been holding him back, particularly his belief in one's own self-limitation. The primary constraint or barrier to one's life, to one's living a life he loves and living it powerfully, is found in the self-limiting belief. We lead our lives based on our perceptions of who we are. The world we live in is shaped by who we believe we are. The ability to recognize and separate one's self-limiting beliefs allows one to stop living as if his or her life is just a projection of what might have happened in the past. A person will continue to create his or her life against the backdrop of this ideational barrier if they do not recognize the self-limiting belief that separates them from others. Being present to what has been hidden, to what has been truly determining one's being in life, gives one the opportunity to transform one's life. This is true presence. The second step in the transformative process is for an individual to start envisioning his or her life as a possibility once they have realized who they have been in life. Self-limiting beliefs can be distinguished once and for all, allowing the individual to truly create new possibilities for himself and his life. Being free of an artificial barrier or constraint allows for the invention of new possibilities that don't come about because of the restriction. Possibility can only be created if it comes from nothing. Possibilities abound in language, just as they do with the self-limiting belief. Once one understands the language that he has been using to define and limit himself by being his self-limiting belief, he can begin to recreate himself using the power of his words. Our word is what defines who we are. Possibilities and transformation are only available when one's language or word is created from nothing. These techniques are designed to help someone become aware of their self-limiting beliefs and, as a result, create the opening or room necessary for them to invent a possibility for reinventing their lives. For about an hour, find a relaxing and comfortable place to sit. Make sure there aren't any interruptions in this area. Just take a few deep breaths and let yourself start to relax. Make an effort to be aware of where you are and who you are right now. It's possible to get even more out of this experience by listening to relaxing music that's been specially designed for this purpose. Consider everything you believe describes or defines who you are in a notebook. Allow your thoughts to flow without attempting to filter or eliminate anything that comes to mind. Allow yourself to write down whatever comes to mind regarding your feelings and perceptions of yourself. Single words or short phrases may reveal who you believe yourself to be or what best describes you. If you're with others, describe yourself to them. Additionally, make 2 lists because there will be both positive and negative aspects to who you believe you are. Sit down with your notebook and begin to relax once more. The use of therapeutic relaxation music will help you achieve a deep state of relaxation even more quickly and easily. Take a moment as you relax and let your mind wander all over your life, from childhood to adulthood, and all the way back to the days when you were a kid again. Take a look back at the different stages of your life and become aware of how you were being, what you were experiencing, what thoughts and feelings you had. Simply become aware of or attentive to what appears to be happening to you. Reopen your eyes and get back to work on your journal. Examine what you've written and add anything that came to mind about yourself as a result of the relaxation exercise you performed earlier. Allow whatever comes to the surface to come to the surface, both positive and negative words that best describe who you think and feel you are or were, without filtering anything out again. Once you've finished making lists of both your positive and negative traits, consider that the positive aspects of who you think you are form the facade of your life and that their purpose is to correct the negative aspects of who you think you are. Become aware of the things you've written down that aren't good. Look for the negative that best describes your personality, your common beliefs and feelings about yourself, as well as past and present experiences in your mind. Declare your self-limiting belief to be the negative aspect that you are most familiar with. Sit down with your notebook on your lap and close your eyes. Do not deny that what you've written is who you believe yourself to be, but allow yourself to fully experience this. Face an inauthentic way of being. The positive is a facade, and the negatives is what we keep hidden from ourselves and others, by becoming fully present in the moment. Delete the notebook from your present-day consciousness. Place your notebook to the left if you are a right-handed person. Place your notebook to the right of your desk if you are left-handed. Keep the notebook at a distance of about 3 feet from your body. Allow yourself to become aware of where your notebook is in relation to your body, on your right or left, once you've placed it in the past. Recognize that what you wrote in your notebook is who you believe yourself to be, and that it exists to either your right or left of where you currently are. Become present to your self-perception, to your written description of yourself, and then become present to the situation in front of you. In the light of the fact that the self-image you have of yourself is either on the left or the right. Become aware of the nothingness in front of you, an opening from which anything and everything is possible. Consider all of the possibilities for yourself and your life within the nothing that appears before you. Declare for yourself your language or word possibilities of who you will be in life. This declaration also serves as your personal affirmation of who you intend to be in the world and for the people around you. Perform this workout on a daily basis. To stay present to one's self-limiting belief and the possibility or possibilities one has created and invented for himself and his life, one must repeat this exercise daily. It is also possible that by continuing this exercise, the self-limiting belief will be further revealed. When one first becomes aware of one's self-limiting beliefs, it can reveal even more about who one is or has been. Transformational counseling's first 2 components are described in the exercise above, and one person begins the process of transformation as a result of it. Thirdly, one must learn the process of enrollment after distinguishing between his self-limiting beliefs and creating a possibility or possibilities for himself and his life. One of the most effective ways to stay living in the realm of possibility while also letting go of self-limiting beliefs is to enroll. The creation of a daily plan is the fourth step in the transformation process. A daily plan gives you the freedom to keep creating and living into your potential every day. The commitment to stay in the transformation conversation is the fifth element of transformation. The nonlinear nature of transformation is experienced by remaining in the conversation, and this keeps the process alive in one's life. If you liked the video, press like and have a look on the references in the description box.